Welcome back to the breaking news that's just coming in. The Reserve Bank of India has tweaked the new scheme for sustainable structuring of stressed assets, popularly known as S4A. This was a story first broken by CNBC-TV18's Ritu Singh, and she's joining in. Ritu, you were telling us that they might do this, and that's what's happened, right? Because at least the sustainable part of the debt now will be treated as standard.
Absolutely. In a nutshell, Surabhi, the big change here is, as bankers have been pushing for at least the sustainable, which is the 50% of the debt, to be treated as standard, that the RBI has given into. But remember, there is a catch here. Yes, you are allowed to treat the unsustainable portion of the debt as standard, but with higher provision requirements. Just to explain what all of this means, under S4A, if you have, say, for instance, 1,000 rupee crore debt, you can split it into two halves, 500 crores of sustainable portion and 500 of unsustainable. To even be able to split that debt and implement S4A, you have to establish the fact that that 50% of the debt, which is 500 crore, is sustainable by way of the current cash flows, and you will not change the repayment tenor of that particular portion of the debt. But RBI had earlier said that 20% provisioning on that amount or 40% of the unsustainable debt is the provision that you have to make. But now, although it has allowed banks to treat the sustainable, that is 50% of the debt, as standard in the books, it has not allowed them to get away with lower provisioning. Provisioning, in fact, has been increased, and that is the important portion to note here. It says the portion of sustainable debt can be treated as standard, subject to the condition that lenders make an upfront provision of 50% of the amount held in the unsustainable portion of the debt, or 25% of the entire debt.